Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Wednesday, September 25th, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Kamala filibuster, illegal alien assaults, hurricane to Florida, and Constitution found. That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, Kamala Harris, when in Wisconsin, said that she supports ending the filibuster to push through federal legislation to codify abortion. She said, I think we should eliminate the filibuster for Roe and get us to the point where 51 votes would be what we need to actually put back in law the protections for reproductive freedom and for the ability of every person, every woman, to make decisions about their own body. The filibuster says that it takes 60 votes in the Senate to pass legislation. Ending the filibuster would require only 51 votes to pass a bill making Roe v. Wade the law of the land. Kristen Sinema from Arizona said, to state the supremely obvious, eliminating the filibuster to codify Roe also enables a future Congress to ban all abortions nationwide. What an absolutely terrible, short-sighted idea. An illegal alien is accused of sexual assault on a woman from the island of Nantucket. Felix Alberto Perez Gomez, 41-year-old illegal alien from Guatemala, first crossed the southern border in 2011. He was arrested then for reckless driving, served a year in prison, then deported back to Guatemala. But he came back to America sometime this year and sexually assaulted a woman. Last week, a different illegal alien was arrested for raping a child on Nantucket. And just a few days after that, another illegal alien was arrested with 3 counts of child rape, also on Nantucket. And last month, in Martha's Vineyard, right next door, an illegal alien from Brazil was arrested after being charged with 5 counts of child rape. We have perhaps the strongest hurricane of the season hitting Florida tomorrow. Evacuations underway along the Gulf Coast. Residents of the storm's potential path have been told to prepare for up to a week without electricity. Ron DeSantis said now is the time to make an emergency plan. Could be a Category 3 with winds over 111 miles per hour. An antiques appraiser opened a folder in their home that had been in a filing cabinet for decades, pulled out a creased sheet of paper, and the paper said, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union." It was an original copy of the Constitution. After the Constitution was ratified, they printed 100 copies to send across the country. This is one of those 100. When it goes up for auction, it's believed to fetch maybe up to $40 million. I'm Mike Slater, our favorite history buff, Bill O'Reilly, with your message of the day. Next.
Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. America is at a breaking point. Record inflation, interest rates, debt. The last thing we need is more reckless government spending and higher taxes, and they could happen. So protect your savings with American Hartford Gold. They'll help you secure your retirement by diversifying with physical gold and silver. Start with a simple phone call. They'll guide you through the process, even deliver gold and silver right to your door, or place it directly in your IRA or 401k. Call or text American Hartford Gold today. Tell them O'Reilly sent you to get up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Wednesday, Kamala Harris taking a little heat in New York City for declining an invitation to attend the annual Al Smith dinner. That's a Fat Cat Catholic fundraiser designed to bring both political parties into a lavish room in order to gently mock them. Mr. Smith was the first Roman Catholic to secure a presidential nomination. That was back in 1928. Old Al got waxed by Herbert Hoover and was lucky to lose. The Great Depression dropped on Hoover's head the very next year. Anyway, Kamala wants no part of this exposition because she is the queen of abortion promotion. That procedure is considered a grave sin by the church. Hard to yuck things up under those circumstances. The strategy to put the vice president in the top job is now obvious. Television ads will do her talking. I have learned she is likely to do an interview with 60 Minutes, and that might be it for her in the press zone. Donald Trump is also expected to talk with 60 Minutes. Not since the immortal Warren G. Harding has a presidential candidate hid from the media the way Kamala is doing. But it worked for Warren, and it may very well work for Kamala. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Let's go to the mail. We got Eric on the message board. If you are a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member, you get to go on a message board and post stuff and talk to others and have a good time. Here's what Eric says. If that many folks really hate Donald Trump or like Kamala Harris, then it is just a matter of time before America is transformed forever into a socialist tyranny. I think that's an overstatement. There's danger, but the American people, I still have confidence that even if Harris wins, that Congress will not be all Democrat and she'll be blunted. But it's an interesting point of view, Eric. Dorothy, concierge member, Dorothy gets direct access to me. I'm learning that Hollywood stars are quickly becoming a thing of the past. New stars today are the internet people, podcasters. If you aren't on YouTube, you aren't on. I've said that YouTube has exploded. My operation exploded it. And we have our own channel. I'll give you the address in a moment. Gene Kruger, Stockton, California. I'm curious, Bill, when does satire step over the line and become fraud? When you use satire, okay, for propagandistic purposes. So a lot of people don't know what satire is, Gene. And if you do AI and you manipulate voices and faces, that's fraud. Steve Grabowski, Raleigh, North Carolina, congratulations on the book. Your deft use of foreshadowing always keeps the reader on edge in anticipation of what's to come. The opening of the Lincoln chapter, the Battle of Sharpsburg, was riveting. Not only its military significance and loss, but its necessary prelude to the Emancipation Proclamation. So confronting the presidents provides more information than any other history book that's ever been written. How about that for a flat statement? In a moment, something you might not know. Did you know every day is a perfect day for peace of mind? With American Home Shield Warranty, you are covered for unexpected breakdowns like leaky faucets or faulty water heaters. Choose a plan that fits your budget and rest easy knowing repairs and replacements are taken care of. Simply contact American Home Shield when an issue arises, and their trusted pros will handle it according to your coverage. Don't let worries about appliances and home systems weigh you down. Celebrate the reassurance of protection. Don't worry, be warranty. For 20% off plans, visit ahs.com/bill. For more details, see ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 44 years ago today, Led Zeppelin drummer John Bonham died from alcohol poisoning after ingesting 50 ounces of vodka. Sadly, Bonham is another name on a long list of celebrities who perished from drugs and alcohol. Here are some others: Prince, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Ike Turner, Elvis Presley, Billie Holiday, Tom Petty, Keith Moon, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Chris Farley, John Belushi, Matthew Perry, the latest. According to the U.S. Census, more than 100,000 Americans die from drug ODs each year. That stat has tripled since 1999. The Census Bureau does not keep stats on cirrhosis of the liver, which kills hundreds of thousands of Americans. Fentanyl has emerged as the most powerful illegal drug in nearly a century. The medication was invented in 1959 to help cancer patients cope with intense pain. In recent years, a black market emerged in the USA. Drug is now manufactured in China, smuggled across the U.S.-Mexico border by vicious drug cartels. And here's something else you might not know. While Prince and Michael Jackson overdosed in their 50s, historians have coined the term the 27 Club, referring to an eerie number of famous people who died at the exact age of 27. Members of that club include Nirvana songwriter Kurt Cobain, Hendrix, Joplin, Morrison, Amy Winehouse, Rolling Stones co-founder Brian Jones, actors James Dean, Heath Ledger, and others. Researchers in the British Medical Journal conducted an investigation in 2011 to determine if 27-year-olds face an increased risk of death. Scientists determined there is no additional threat to the general population, but substance abusers typically die from an overdose or related illness in their late 20s as they begin consuming more and more. A cautionary tale, to be sure. Back in a moment. Are you feeling the impact of recent timeshare industry changes? Now more than ever, the costs of timeshare ownership far outweigh the benefits. My friends at Lone Star Transfer are the only company I trust to help you get out. Our listeners' positive feedback demonstrates why I've supported the company for years. For more than a decade, they have helped over 20,000 owners get out of the timeshare. Their exclusive options can help you get out faster and easier, more than any other option in the country. They are the only company that will give you a written guarantee and release you from your timeshare in a specific time frame. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews, customer service is their top priority. For free consultation and a guaranteed solution, please call 855-551-7066. That's 855-551-7066, or go to LoneStarTransfer.com. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.